In our facility, we have veterans here who have served in World War II on the beaches of Iwo Jima, or flown bombers over Normandy beaches. We also have Vietnam veterans who have flown over the jungles of Vietnam or fought in the trenches in Vietnam. The stories they tell are incredible, and the stories need to be told and remembered. They're heroes.
They sent me to school to be a grade registration specialist. And grade registration specialist is, we're trained to, as respectfully as possible, remove the deceased from the battlefield. So it was a job that nobody wanted, but it had to be done. And so that's where I was. I see pictures today of taken in Korea that you would think it was Chicago or New York City or somewhere. But when I was there, it was just nothing. It was terrible land, and we spent most of our times in the field and foxholes and that type of thing.
I have liver cancer, and I woke up one day I couldn't walk, and I called an ambulance, and that resulted in me eventually coming to Ben Ashley.
I didn't know what to expect, really. I volunteered to come here because I had an episode of falling a lot, and my wife she's not capable of handling me when I fall. So we started looking around and found this veterans home here.
What's special about us is the commitment of the staff and how they are dedicated to the position and actually enjoy what they're doing here. They feel a sense of service as they're performing their duties.
My job every day is to make sure that the veterans I serve are happy.
Our mission is serving those who served, and I think that has transpired throughout the staff, throughout the building and organization. It is an honor to serve our veterans who serve for us.
The people are great. They're sincere about the way they talk to you and about the way they treat you. And they are sincere about finding out how your mind is working.
We all work as a team in doing whatever it takes to get it done for our residents.
The staff here is fantastic. They do anything that they can to please us, and I just, like I say, I just feel very fortunate to be here. I really do.
We have about 15 people on staff in activities, where a traditional home would have 2 to 3, somewhere in that neighborhood. What that allows is us to go on these trips. We have our own transportation, we have a van, and we have a bus as well.
I have the ability every day to take the most wonderful people in the world and to take them places. We go around and say, what would you like to do?
The activities we have going on are endless.
We've been spelunking.
On country drives.
The Coca-Cola Company in Atlanta to see how Coca-Cola is bottled.
Social events, movies.
To the restaurants.
The Grand Ole Opry, to the Chattanooga Aquarium.
Thursday, we're going to Fort Campbell just to have lunch with the 101st Airborne because we can.
So we take probably 40 plus trips outside of the facility every month. Almost every single day there's a trip out of the facility.
Our goal is for our residents to live, not to come here because it's the last stop.
It's about the quality of life, what you do with what you have left. We had a resident, when I first came, his name was John Ford, and he was a World War II pilot. And when I came, I worked in the activities, and I said, Mr. Ford, if you could do anything again, what would you like to do? And he was in very frail health, and he said, fly. And I said, you know, we need to try that. And Mr. Ford became very, very ill, and he lost the ability to communicate with us. So I still remembered that Mr. Ford wanted to fly. That kind of bothered me, that he wanted to do that, and I knew he was becoming increasingly sick. and that he wouldn't be with us very long. And I thought, man, we need to do something about that. So I contacted MTSU and Dr. Tony Johnston in the aerospace department. And I said, I have this World War II resident who last year told me that he would like to fly again. I said, Tony, do you think we can make that happen? And he said, let me make a phone call. So Tony gets a hold of the pilot, MTSU gives us the plane. We have to load Mr. Ford in the hangar. He wasn't able to climb into the plane. Tony actually was able to get him a flight suit. Come to find out, Mr. Ford had 19 air medals. He flew all day long on D-Day. 19 air medals. He couldn't communicate with us, but the look in his eyes when we got him into the plane, and he would just look around. He knew where he was. He knew what he was doing. He couldn't tell us, and the press was there, and they just took picture after picture, and he'd smile at them. That we actually got to fly Mr. Ford around Murfreesboro, and it was just the look in his eyes. Mr. Ford died shortly after that, but he got to fly again.
I think a lot of people misunderstand what the Tennessee State Veterans Home is capable of doing for them. We're not just for veterans. We can provide care for the spouse of a veteran. We have a Gold Star member for those parents that have a child who was killed in action.
We have 24-hour, 7 days a week coverage for RNs, and that's not typical for a nursing home.
We have lots of rehabilitation services, physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy. These are important if somebody has knee replacement, hip replacement, has a stroke, even if they has a heart attack, they're still going to need some strengthening. So it's a perfect place for them to come, get the rehab, and go back out in the community.
The VA has long-term care as well, or short-term rehab, but they can't accommodate spouses, where here at the state homes, and all three of them, we can accommodate the veteran and their spouse, so that if that time comes and they're on the same level at that time, they could be together during that time. There's a significant benefit for the veteran themselves, roughly in the neighborhood of about $37,000 a year, which is a big deal. And that is compared to going to another facility that provides the same services, same level of care, not all the activities, not the things that we do. There's a huge community participation in this place as well. But the financial benefit, some of the veterans don't pay a thing. The VA pays for them, their stay, their meds, everything.
We have one resident that has been in long-term care facilities for the past 10 years, and we've calculated, other than the 2 years that he was with us, that he needlessly spent close to $300,000 by not receiving the VA per diem because he was staying in another facility rather than the veterans home.
A nursing home, you have all type of people, from different branches of life. And a veteran home, we're all military. We've all been military one time or other.
You're there with a lot of guys that you've got a lot in common with.
You have people here who are kindred spirits. They've been through what you've been through.
I look at the veterans now with an open mind. The veterans, to me, the ones that's really dug in and give their all, or give most of their all, are the ones that were drafted. Back during the World War II, they were drafted out of their homes and out of their places of work, where they worked.
Residents in a veteran's home basically get whatever they want.
We're not driven by so much labor costs, so much profit margins. We're driven by quality of life.
I come in here and I feel freedom. Freedom of worry about everything. freedom that I won't wake up next week in the middle of the street down here somewhere because of the work I'd done before I got here. And if we could bring it all together, this place here is, number one, the best place I know of. And the employees here are sincere about their treatment. And they care. There's a difference between caring and not caring, job and not a job. It's not just their job. They come into this business for a purpose to help those who need help.
It's not uncommon to hear laughter in the hallways, which is not usual in a long-term care facility.
We go the extra mile to try to enhance and just accommodate what their wants and wishes are.
Whatever you need, they anticipate it.
There goes the snack wagon right there now. It comes by in between meals. And he's not lacking for food here. Unfortunately, some of us probably could lack a little bit.
We're a 5-star facility. We have also been named by the U.S. News & World Report as one of the best nursing homes in the country.
Come and look at the facility. It's state-of-the-art. It's relatively new. It's been well maintained. And just the amenities that we have.
Look how we operate. See the things that we do. We offer so much.
We're building quality, modern, technologically advanced facilities. We're bringing our current facilities up to those same standards, even though the building may be 20 years old. The activities, the technology and stuff that is in the building are more current.
I came in one Sunday and a family was out on the front, and I could hear them from my car and say, "We're gonna tell every nursing home they need to come here to learn how to clean. This place doesn't smell." And I came in Monday morning and told our management group, because that felt good to know that I work at a place that I can be proud of, and that people are standing in our front doors saying for everybody to hear coming into the parking lot.
I walk into the dining room and I look around and I think about the things that they've done so that I can get up every morning and be free and do the things that I love to do. How could I not want to pay them back?
I can't give these guys enough, everything that they deserve.
This facility, we've got pretty much everything we need. And in lots of facilities, you've had to beg, borrow, and steal to get what you need. And in this facility, and all the state veterans' homes, pretty much every time I talk to my boss, it's, "What do you need?"
I really like it. The staff is fantastic, and the other veterans that I met here are very nice people, and this place treats you great. I really wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I feel blessed to be here, I really do.
There's no other place that I'd rather be, not even home.